Hey, how you guys doing, huh? I'm a joker. I told you that before. But I don't really have an outlet to express jokes that come to my head. So I thought, hey, I got a YouTube channel. That's the whole point. So I read a book called The Works of Josephus, or whatever his name was. And I made a couple jokes, because let me tell you a little story. So I went to my grandpa's the other day, right? And I love him. You always love your grandfather or your grandmother. You always go down, oh, fucking cookies and hugs and love and everything. And I'm chilling with him, and then one day he's like, I knew your mother's great grandfather. I was like, yeah, sure, it was good. And he said, quote, you want to know something? I go, what? You know how old people, they always say words that like are longer than they should be. Do you want to partake in something? Would you like that? You want that motherfucker biscuit? No, it's fucking weird. So he leans in my face and he goes, well, actually, he was particularly Jewish. So that means you might be a Jew. And of course, the first thing that comes into your mind when you think about that, oh, Germans. What a guy, But no, that literally was piercing. But no, I literally was shook. Like, not only we just talked about, like, I just don't understand why they get so much hate. Like, I love fucking Jews. I never really even met a bad Jew before. Who have ever just met a Jew you just don't like, right? You just look, oh, God, he's just so curly. No shit like that. But fucking. So, I was thinking, right? I was like, I need to learn more about Jews and all that. I need to learn about stuff like that. So sorry, I got a text from my parent, but anyway. So I was thinking, right? I need to learn more history about Jews and all that. So I got a book right here. It was called The Works of Josephus, and that's at least what I'm calling it. And I have that, and I got the Holy Bible, and I'm like, well, I tried reading the Bible. The Bible was good. I know it's called the Bible. Don't be a dick in the comics, but uh, I liked it. It was all right. I'm not saying like he did backflips and everything. He wasn't stomping down Judas with his foot. No, but he was cool, and then he died, went in the cave, came back, while being by the boom. Whatever. But I read 1 second of the works of Joseph, and I'm gonna tell you a little something. First off, I don't know how any testaments work. I don't know, new, old, whatever. You got modern age testaments for all I care, but that one had like corrections in it, and I think that's fine. But do you really want corrections inside of the book of information and all that? Like, it wasn't that the whole point of it to be the information. Why not just make a book that goes, oh hey, that book fucked up. Go back on that book, write on it. Oh no, well actually he meant 24, not 4. No, shut up. You know. But then what got me though, I was interested. I heard about like the War of the Jews, and I heard the Antiques of the Jews book, and I heard the Life of Flavius, and all that, and I was interested. And then in the beginning, fucking words. Lemon, right? I'm sinking. I go to the other side. I must bid you adieu. Listen, I'm not a history man. I don't know the difference between who made the peanut butter and jelly and who made the first car, right? French people did not exist in 330s, whatever AD, after, before, whatever. There is no way you can look me in the eyes and go, you know what was cool back in the day? You had the baskets, you had the bread, you had the water, you had the escargot, you had the fucking, those little gay carts that go, merp, merp, when you honk the horn, the little small ones. If you're tall, it fucking sucks. If you're not French, it sucks, and if you're French, it sucks. French people hating French people. I've never met a more racist person than a French person. Why? Because they're racist against themselves. He spit on his own damn self, right? He look up in the air. Disgusting. Oh, wee wee, wah wah, what the fuck? No, but seriously though, it blew my mind. Like, there's no way, right? I get like words can exist for a long time. Like for all I know, the word library exists for millions and billions, jillions of years, right? There is no way in hell that French word, specifically French, because that's nothing. There's nothing else like French. If you hear a French word, you know it's French. It has that stank. It has that little French. It's nothing against French people. I bet they're good. It's just like if a French person found another French person, I think I'd run away. But anyway, bid you adieu. I stopped. I looked at it. I can't take this seriously. I don't care what person sat there scribing down their little stones and everything. I don't care how long it took them. I am not believing a book that has literally these people live before, basically in the beginning of time itself, like that, and then like ADs and BCs and all that, right? And then you're just gonna, it's like, imagine you're reading a little documentary on Leonardo da Vinci, right? And you love it, because, oh, hey, paintings, the Renaissance is cool. And then he just looks at the camera, whoa, cowbunga, dude, this is gnarly. Like, what the fuck? Like, imagine OJ Simpson turns to you and goes, try Crystal Pepsi. 1800s. Hi, I'm Colonel Sanders. Chicken so good, you'll buy it with people. No, no, you're not expecting that, all right. No, but it blew my mind. So I started thinking, what else is a little particular? And I thought the idea of itself was kind of silly. We have these books, right? We know they're made by people. At least we think so. We just kind of like made these books and found them, kind of. So that's how a lot of history is. We just kind of found it anyway. But so these people made these books, and now later down the line we have people arguing about it, right? Like, oh, on the ark it could have fit like only a couple, and not every single in the world. And I get that. At the same time, though, if you lived in a place like I imagine, sand, rocks, maybe some dirt every now and then, maybe you get lucky, grass or two. I think you have to have a lot of imagination to live in that, goddammit. I feel like if you live in a world with nothing but bread and water, and the coolest thing is that you didn't die at 32, you must feel like a fucking god, you feel crazy. Maybe you go out there some syphilis real quick, you'll probably die from that, but who cares? But no. No, yeah, imagine that, right? You literally, your entire life, you live in a hut. You make carpet, you mason, you make stuff. That you do one thing and you do it good. And that's your life for the rest of your life. You are nothing but that. You imagine living your entire life just spitting on people, because that's the only thing you're really good at. You can't make any food, you burn cereal, scare dogs, scare babies. Next thing you know, I think I got a record deal for you. No, no, but literally, that's how life was. You just sat in your little hut all day, and I kind of, what else I didn't get? Never got how, like, people are supposed to be against Jews because they supposedly killed Christ, right? First off, he came back. Like, isn't that kind of like stop it? It's kind of like, imagine you're getting bullied because you got orange pants. You come to school the next day with green pants, and then someone stabs the bully. It's a little too late. Like you could have done something before you go. Yeah, I feel like I get like death to Christ and everything. That hits hard, right? You can't really trust the Jews and all that, right? But he came back though. That's the whole point. Is that he came back and then God took him. Why am I mad at him, huh? He took him. He's not down here. We're not up there. You know what? We should put you in a camp. How? What are you gonna do, huh? Get a bunch of jars around. Oh, you know what? I think it's the sunlight. We should get a bunch of black mirrors, cover the entire universe. We're gonna start making this trip with that. There's people don't even believe the Holocaust exists. There's people that will look God in the eyes and go, "You like Jews? I'll kill you." It's fucking crazy the world we live in. No, but the reason why uh, I think I'm like this is because I saw a wonderful movie by Monty Python. It was called Life of Brian. I loved it. Simple, mucking around doing stuff. But I always loved the idea of, right, so they're getting crucified near the end. And it's not like the silly crucifixion, nails and stuff. No, it was like a rope around the arms, they get hanged up. Near the end, though, everyone's happy. and they're all happy and smiling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the guy goes, "Worst things happen at sea." Well, happen at sea. I kind of want to hear that story. We've been in Jerusalem for a little bit. I don't know where we've been. I'm guessing, but we've been in this little mud hut for a while. I kind of want to see those seas. What seas? Like, the whole point of the joke is that, like, you go to the Navy or something and it sucks, right? Where's the sea? That if you do not live by the ocean, you don't get a Navy, right? I thought that was the whole point. But apparently people are just going around on ships, having horrible times. And literally, like, imagine this, right? You get told every single time, don't take the subway, don't take the subway. So you take the subway. No, you don't. You don't take the subway, which is the entire point. Again, oh my God. Do you hear some of the horrible things that happen to sea? Terrible things that happen to sea? No. Good. How are we supposed to take that, huh? We be fucking. No. Seriously, though. No else bothers me. Right, so he came out the rock, shiny. God take him back. Easter, right? When did the Easter Bunny come out? Like, when was that part of it? I never really read the Bible. Next thing you know, and then there was the fucking Easter Bunny, and I made him like a month ago. No, no. God's never there like, oh yeah, it's my fucking homie. Love that guy. He's a pink and shits eggs. It's awesome. And the eggs are edible. They're cooked. I don't know why he does it. A little weird, but I don't like him. But literally, like, when did that switch? Like, it was all like, oh, we have to celebrate Jesus and his sacrifice to the world. Oh, fuck! That's baby chicken. It's yellow. Who gives a fuck? Now, imagine that, right? You're just going down. My name is Jesus. I can turn water into wine. I can do many miracles. Everyone gives a little clap. Oh, that's good, he does miracles, all that. He sits down. Like, so the fucking Easter Bunny comes out. You got WWE music. Yeah, and his name is Easter Bunny. Comes out, fucking flipping off the audience, huh? Give me a couple of D's. Yeah, yeah, fuck you, fuck you, yeah. Jesus was up there like, yeah, we got to spread love and peace. We're like, yeah, fuck you, your mother, your father, your dad. They're all gonna get alive on the wrestling ring tonight on Sunday evening. And he fucking throws the mic at a baby. That had to have been the level of coolness if we're looking over that, over the guy who came back to life. Like, imagine you got Frankenstein, right? Chilling in his lab. Next thing you know, fucking Santa Claus come out the corner. Stone Cold stutter his ass. People's elbow. And the crowd goes wild. The Jews. The Jews. The Romans. Speaking of Romans. They got away with it. Sad to say. They did. Think about it, right? You think of a Roman person, what do you think? Oh, back in time they were fighting. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else there. You don't blame me, literally, after all the things, all the stories and all that. I read that book a little bit, right? I read that book a little bit. I read a little bit of everything. I saw a little bit of everything. I'm not saying that I could read 100% word to word, but I heard a little bit, right? How come the Romans were so fucking powerful, right? Like, I don't know what the Romans were doing, right? Maybe the Romans were invented corn real early, or I don't know, maybe like they had steroids real early or something. For all we know, they had Ozempic, right? But the idea of a Roman soldier, just like imagine that, like this one walking out, and you just have like 10 guys around him that are not Roman, and all of a sudden the only person that can solve the problem is the Roman guy. It's like, don't you feel like, I feel like these books are either written by Romans or fucking, I don't know, maybe they're just gay for Romans. Because, God, I have never heard anything like, they did bad stuff, but I have never heard anything like, oh yeah, and then I stabbed the Roman, and then like everyone cheered. No, I've never seen that, right? If it has happened, let me know in the comments. I love to see that, because I have never, for once, ever seen, like, I never really, oh yeah, well, we fought against the Romans. But it's never like, man, fuck the Romans. It's like, it's like, Like the whole fighting, the revolts and everything. What the hell's that for, huh? They're over here. You know what? But the Romans were just so powerful. I feel like we just didn't have a chance. No, it's called you weren't smart enough and you're losing, so you switched sides. Jesus. Listen, imagine this, right? I read this book. Man can't even win against Rome. Tells other people can't win against Rome. They fail, right? Rome overpowers basically anything, right? Where are they now? You go to Rome right now, what are they doing, huh? Where they sitting around, doing little wrestling moves, maybe they got another movie about a love couple. Maybe you just go down the Rome, you look at the history, oh, look, there's a spear. Look, there's a gun. Hey, look, there's a fucking nuke. Nukes. Man's power bomb, right? The destroyer of the worlds. The big boy. Why the hell are we so scared of these? I get it does a lot of damage. That's the whole point. You know how complicated a nuke is? The fathom, the idea of crafting a nuke is more of a pain in the ass than actually dropping the nuke. The people that made it had to not only be secret, but they had to oh, sorry about that. Sorry, I didn't tell my stepfather I was recording. He came in here, and we just had a wonderful conversation. I told him there's no way in hell French people existed when Jesus got hung. He said, quote, French people exist. And I go, yeah, and? I look at him for a second. We get a little back and forth. I grab the door. I go, do you mean to tell me you think I'm saying that French people don't exist? And he goes, well, yeah, that's what you're saying. I look at him and I go, oh, am I some fucking racist? Huh? Go, well, French people don't exist. The Holocaust doesn't exist. Fucking toast doesn't exist. No. No. French people exist. I'm looking at a French person right now. His name's Jean Pignette. He's not French, but I like him. Anyway, I know all the stuff going on right now. They're fighting each other in France again. They're gonna have another guillotine out there. It's gonna be fun. But the idea of Jesus getting hung up on that cross, and then they just butter up a nice spaghetti. They have a little escargot. Wow. No, that's some pull. Ain't no way. That's nah. No. But back to the nukes, right? Imagine this, right? You have to have an atom, right? A little man. You gotta split it though. It'll pop, right? To split an atom, not album, right? If it was a fucking album, I could split that in half, right? To split an atom, fucking wordplay, huh? No. The only good thing I'm with is horseplay now. They call me old Buttercup. No, atoms, right? You got atoms, split them, explosion, right? Nukes and everything. But you gotta understand, to do that, you need a lot of stuff, right? You need a good amount of stuff. You need to go find Pacific material just to contain this stuff, right? You think they made the Demon Core in 2 hours? They were in their garage, a hammer and fucking old beat up wrench. It's yeah, it's gonna be the best Demon Core ever. When they see the mechanic product, they never gonna say nothing again. No, I'm gonna tell you how it went. Oh yeah, so we flew, guys. Italy just gave us some marble, Rome just gave us some weapons, oh, the Jews over there, huh? What'd you give us, huh? What the fuck do you think we gave you? Do you see a lot of us around, huh? Oh, hey, calm down there. No, you see a lot of us around, huh? I'm not really seeing a lot of Jews around here. Do you see a bagel shop around here, huh? Where's the bagel shops at, huh? Where's the Jews? I'm guessing in Germany. You don't like the response. Oh, it's my kitty. I'm good little baby. It's my little kitty. Yeah, you little stinker. Well, she farted in my face with dickhead. Anyway, screw it. Bryston comedy special. Just for you guys. She's gonna be bothering me all day. Alright. What else is there to talk about? History. Shut up. Jesus, now she's just being annoying. How about you tell a little story, right? I'm petting that cat one day, the one that's lusciously, boisterously being a dick right now, and I, I'm petting her, giving her all this love, giving her all this care, all this attention, right? The one that I'm currently bouncing to, right? And this one decides, you know, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put on an electrical cord. I look at her, I go, what? Your batteries die? You're trying to be eco-friendly? Broads. Hot dogs. We never question the idea of a hot dog, right? You got meat, straight up stuffing. And you put it into someone's a little pig's intestines, and then you just eat it after boiling. You know, you can't see your bra. It's disgusting. No, but no one really ever thought there might be a better way. You know, like, I know there's different hot dog packagings now, but don't you think back in the day, you know, they could have thought of anything better? You know, but I mean, come on, guys, we could at least just like fucking use a bit of the fat, you know, we could rub that. It's not the same. What do you mean it's not the same? It doesn't make the shape. I like the shape. Everyone likes the shape. It's a fucking pig intestine, though. It's good. It's not fucking good. It's like eating haggis. What's haggis? What the fuck am I supposed to know? I didn't make this joke. Anyway, haggis. Haggis and hot dogs. That's not a really good combo. I won't recommend that, you know. That's how I got this belly. No, you think I got this from McDonald's? McDonald's doesn't cause this fatness, no. I was down in Greece, pounding some haggis. No, I was in British territories, pounding haggis. I was in West Africa, pounding haggis. No, no, I ain't never had no haggis. But they're a funny idea, right? They're basically kind of like a hot dog, you know. They're wrapped in some fat, some a little thing, and it has a meat. But haggis, how do I say this? A haggis sound like the idea of a hot dog, right? Like a hot dog, it's a tube filled with meat, and you eat it. Haggis is like a can, because that's the only way we can get it. It's like a can of stuffing. And it might have meat. It might be edible, you know? Yeah. Take a chance, you know? You might eat that haggis, you know, maybe oats, maybe broken nails. For all you know, it could be a horse or two, you know? Everyone loves horses. You know, also is a weird food though. I love this food. It's ground beef hash. Ground beef hash is good because it doesn't color like most foods do. Yeah, you don't cook it till it's brown. You don't cook it till it's crispy. You just cook it till you feel like it's done. You know, excuse me. You cook it till it fucking looks done. You know, like you look at it, you go, it's pink enough, I guess, and you poke it a little bit. You know, but I love it because it's such overlooked. But at the same time, though, when do you really have time to eat it? You know, it's like, are you really gonna sit down there? Yeah, well, I got fucking 30 minutes. I'll be fine. And then you eat it, and you look up. It took like 5 minutes, right? Barely even took 5 minutes. It was only 5 minutes because of eggs. And yet, you know, I'll make an entire can, right? And I'm talking like, I'll fucking sit down, open the can, climb up, pour in there, right? All of a sudden, though, what happens? All the haggis, oh no, all the corned beef hash cooks takes me takes me half an hour just to eat one can, right? Listen, a can of food should never take you more than 10 minutes. And that's as a man, right? If you're a woman, you can take like 20, you know. But if you're a man, you down it like a real man. You chug it. I don't care if it's peaches, spaghetti and meatballs, eyeballs, you know, whatever. Just down it like a man, right? And I'm over there, and I'm struggling. I got my spoon in my hand. I don't even have a big spoon. I got a little teaspoon you put sugar in. I'm over there. I'm looking like I'm about to die. I'm looking like I'm about to have a heart attack over here. I'm like in a avocado coma. I'm like, uh, mm, ah, delicious. Oh, all right. 700 million bites to go. Pain in the ass. I hate that, you know? Like, you'll cook something with something else. Unless, like, a little bit, right? You cook one thing by itself, next thing you know, either becomes the easiest food in the world to not make you full, or it fills you up so much that you don't even want to look at it anymore. Like sometimes, you'll look at like there's these salads, right, and they fill me up. I like salads, but I just look at them after with disgust. It's kind of like a salad's kind of like a hooker, right? It sounds good. You're a little enticed. You pay them like extreme money just to get it. You bring it home. It lasts like 15 minutes, and you're kind of worried, because you didn't really trust the people that made it. For all you know, you had like caterpillars and worms and crabs up in there, and it just it's not good, but it depends on the salad, because sometimes you'll get like a Las Vegas salad, that'll last like 15 seconds, it has like some Caesar salad, little sides, and then you'll have like a big Bertha green machine. So you'll be like, you want it or you gonna get it? That's a salad. That's a $50 salad now. No, that's a $60 salad. Oh, no, max price $60 and Big Mac. Winning price. No. Alright, you know what else is good though? This is one kind of random one I have, right? So you ever know when you're in the shower and you're just like thinking, right? You ever think, hey, wait a minute, I'm in the shower. Why the hell am I thinking so much? You know? Like, this is how I shower, right? I got my phone, I put on a little song or a video, right? And I'll just sit there in the shower. I'm washing myself. Next thing you know, I look over the soap and I go, hey, you know what's funny? Soap looks like a dinosaur. What the fuck? I look next to me. All of a sudden, my entire body's drenched in soap. Look around. Finally, I look back then. I go, hey, wait a minute. I'm not covered in soap. And I realize, hey, I just wasted 2 minutes realizing that I wasn't even covered in soap. And I look back at the video. Guess what happened? 5 minutes down the drain. Why? I got soap all over me in the shower, right? But I just never got like you ever get in the shower and then something just hits you, Like where me, it's like you get in the water and it's all hot, and it happens early in the morning. But this is the best one. I go out for a run, right? I come back, I'm drenched like a hooker coming out of a church, right? I'm fucking. I calm down, cool down a bit, take my clothes off, and I jump in the shower, right? I know that sounds a little saucy, right? But what else am I going to do? I'll go in there with my shirt on, but I go in there. I'm having a good time. And I just get the water as hot as I can handle, right? I'm talking like barely breaking the moment of boiling. And then get my hair, the water goes down, and finally goes on top. Oh, oh, ooh, oh, sorry, I just came a little. Anyway, no, but I love that. I just love when you're in the shower, just doing anything, and then you just get that little distraction. You get that little feeling of, oh wow, I'm doing something, and you realize, oh, I should stop that. You'll get that a lot if you like, when you like flail, like your backpack string or your hair, and you stop that because I'm flailing it. We need to bring that back up. If I don't see a bitch flailing here right now, no. If I don't see a motherfucker with a backpack right now, no. Where the fuck are those? No. But yeah, I love that. I love the idea that a person can be distracted in such small, minute details that he could just forget things entirely. At least that's the excuse I use all the time, though. But memory, ain't they wonderful? Don't you just want to sit around and think about all the good times? Let me tell you a little story. So it was back when I was a little kid, right? And I went to a library, and I went with my aunt and my brother, and I wanted to play the computers, right? And because computers were cool. I was just a little kid. I didn't care about books. Books are gay. And I walk around the library acting like, oh, well, maybe I'll check that book. Or maybe I'll look at that book. And we're in the library. and I'm bored, because again we're at a library. It's not really the funnest place to take a kid, but I bother my aunt too much, and she's like, you know what? That's it. Stay here. I don't. Then she finds me and she goes, why didn't you stay there? I look at her. I go, I grab a book, right? I don't know what book I grabbed. I just grabbed a random book. It had like a black guy on the cover of it. I don't know what he had to say. For all I know, this was like a 1800s. I just got free kind of book. Imagine that, right? You just with a little kid. Why didn't you stay still? And he's just like, let my people go. Says that little white boy, let my people go. Oh, I just like hand her the book and I just point at it, and she goes, "What does Steve Harvey have to do with this?" And I just like, I don't know. I just walked away from her, and we're there, and I'm being a dickhead because like, oh, I want to go on computers. No, you can't go on computers. You want to stand privilege and all that, right? Turns out, I learned this while we're about to leave, right? The whole point of the thing was to take us to the computers. She just had to turn in a library book. She got distracted. Then she got mad when I got mad that she got distracted. All of a sudden, I look at her in the eyes and I go, well, you know what? I never even wanted to play on the computers. She goes, really? I go, no, I'm fucking with you. You're dick. That was an awkward ride home. It wasn't really sunshine and rainbows. They weren't really bumping Get Low on the radio. That would have made the day better. And speaking of which, I feel like everyone loves that one, right? It's one of the best songs in the world, in my opinion, right? You get a little tired of it, but at the end of the day, everyone knows the beginning. I remember, there's a little story. I was doing prom, right? Because, I like prom. I ain't the prettiest, I ain't gonna walk out like a Michael Jackson, hee hee, ha, who's ready to dance? No, I dance like this, like yeah, I don't give a fuck. So I ain't doing no pretty Nancy boy moves. So I get there, right, and what do I decide to wear? I'm like, I need a disco shirt. I'm wearing my fancy pants. I have a pair of pants, and they're fancy. They're my fancy pants. I keep those motherfuckers just in case. There's a difference. You need to go rock climbing and all that, yeah, but someone dies, those pants. Someone gets married, those pants. Someone's born, not those pants, because it was actually pretty hot that day, but I love them. They're my favorite pants. But I wore those, and then I brought in my shirt. I had a rainbow shirt. It was a little gay. Like I didn't want it. Everyone prefers something cooler. But it was last second. It was on sale. I got it though. I look good. Like my fat wasn't even showing. Like the big belly wasn't even showing. So I was happy. Got my belt on, got my shoes on, it looked nice. Got my hair. I didn't do anything to that. I didn't even wear a hat. I just kind of like, And I get there. It's whatever. I'm dancing with my friends and all that. They play music, whatever. And all of a sudden, though, out of the blue, this is how I knew. I knew they weren't gonna have the curse words in it, but I knew this was a little different because I wasn't expect. They were playing like the regular teenage girl song, like "We kissed, we fell, your cock has AIDS, you're welcome." No, but like they were just playing some old like "I love you, but you ran away" type stuff, right? Then finally, though, after all the whiteness has its fun, all the people that paid the extra money for the super premium packages, after they enjoy that, I hear those famous words. I hear the Tyrus and Crips all got along. They probably got me down at the end of the song. Sing like the whole city go against me. Every time I hear the I'm yeah, 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 yeah. I go, oh wait, is that Dot? Is that Drake Killer? Is that the Meek Mill Bandit? is that is that the man who hit his wife and then hit the gritty on Drake? How the fuck he doing that? I look back at the DJ though. They ain't white. ain't even black. They got a Mexican up there. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Listen. There's nothing better than a DJ party than three types of people. A Mexican, a guy from New Jersey, and a really funny guy from Italy. Those are the best DJs ever, right? Because they don't give a fuck about the rules. They came to play music. You know, you have some white guys like, yeah, I love playing this music. I'm a DJ. You got like, yeah, I love music. You got a fucking Arab guy, yeah, I love you. You got a fucking Mexican guy, I did and I knew I could trust him. Because after he played, and I swear to God, Mad City, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, of course that was censored, and Highest in the Room by Travis Scott, right? After all that, and some real good bangers. I'm not gonna lie, there were some bangers in there. After all that, though, I hear it. It's like a whisper in the middle of the night, you know? And you're not expecting it, though. It's, it's like a past dream, no? It's like waking up in the middle of the night. Fucking asshole neighbors are playing the music, bro. Like, but you know that sound. What's that sound? El Mexicano! Ah! The fucking anthem, Bel Mexicano. The fucking anthem. You know that song already. You know that song right now. You probably singing that song right now too. It's such a good song. One of the greatest openings in any Spanish song I ever heard. I heard some amazing songs for. Like I heard some of the happiest songs, the danciest. I heard some of the saddest songs. I don't even speak Spanish, but I heard men and I heard women and their voice, pain and pleasure, and it brings me a tear. Bam! Smacks you in the face and go, bitch, let's have a party! So go, hey yeah! Fucking little yell. I can't do that. I'm not that Mexican. All the Mexicans down there and up here. But yeah, no, excited. Cause I had a brother up there. I knew I could trust him, right? Fucking, I had a pal up there, right? I had a fucking amigo. I got my friendo. And he started playing that shit. We're fucking dancing. I ain't even talked to this bitch. And I'm over there, motherfucking one leg in that bitch over there. I'm giving the stanky bitch in there, right? I'm doing that motherfucking chicken dance over that bitch, you know? I'm like a chick with a head cut off, you know? I'm just fucking going around, loosing around there, right? And then, though, like magic. Dum 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 from the window to the walls, to the walls, to the sweat drip down my balls, till all these bitches crawl. Oh, ski ski motherfucker, oh ski ski goddamn goddamn. And the whole crowd looked at each other and they went, no way. And of course, it was censored. Of course, you can't really just say balls. You know, if I want to say balls, everyone will have an excuse. But he played it. He fucking played it. Like this was a Christmas miracle. It wasn't even Christmas. You know, it was like a Hanukkah miracle, basically. And yeah, I can say that now. And that's why. That's why if I ever have a wedding, there's two people I'm getting. Either I'm getting DJ or I'm getting mariachi band. Either way, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Or if we're lucky, the guy from Portuguese. We can make fun of him. Now, speaking of which, though, Portuguese people, I have discovered, actually, were one of the biggest things in the world. Like they owned most of everything, basically. They're kind of like the British. Learn that. And don't you think it's wild how one of the countries that basically ran the world I know nothing of. Like I know history of Australia more than I know the history of Portugal, right? I know the history of Poland more than I know Portugal, right? I know Africa more than I know Portugal, right? You do not know the undignity of knowing a place before Portugal, right? If I was a place, right, like let's say I'm like Australia or something, right, and I heard that I'm not as memorable as Portugal, I think I just kill myself. Look, bomb the entire country. No one wants to be like Portugal. Come on. What's the last thing you saw a Portugal person do? And please tell me in the comments because I actually don't want to know. What do they do? The flying butter machines. They like the Amish, but like cooler. Maybe they got like maybe it's like a Whoville thing. Maybe that's where Dr. Seuss got his ideas from. We don't know. Oh God. But I can't let this special last forever. I can't just sit here and tell all my jokes. I gotta save some good ones for me. So I'm gonna end this on a happy note, right? Let me give you a little good story. So it's 4th of July, and I'm just chilling with my family. We're having a good time, and making jokes. Having a great time. Finally, though, we get the big firework, and you know that one person that happens just to need to go to Nevada near the 4th of July. Happen to go across some random guy selling some illegal Chinese fireworks, and he's trying to have some American fun, right? That's the whole reason Americans were made for. To smoke weed, to kill people, and to blow up fireworks. That's the secret, right? You had a fourth one. That one's the McDonald's one, but that came later. So we get to the big boy, right? It's like the super shark bite bear frog shark dog bear bitch grenade. And they were like, oh, I'm not going to repeat that joke grenade. And we get over there. And at first, I'm crippled, right? But I know how to use a lighter. They gave me the long one. I'm a little mad because I just had the small one. So they light it up. It's all good, right? And we decide, wow. Actually, I think that firework I have on my YouTube channel. So if you want to go look at it. But anyway, we look at it, we go, wow, that's so cool. And I said, hey, wait a minute, I still got a couple of these, whatchamacallums, poppets, right? I love a good poppet, right? You can scare the shit out of someone with some poppets, but I was like, hey, what if I just hook these two boxes together, smash them, hold them on fire? What would happen? Turns out I'm a genius. You know why? Because we stayed there for another 2-3 hours, and we put it inside the tornado box, right? Because hey, fire, fire. Put there, and we lit it up a little bit in the corners. We left. We came back. That bitch was still burning. We were there for 3 hours. I'm talking like 3 hours of talking, 3 hours of chilling, vibing with the family. Oh, I miss you. I'm gonna miss you when you go. Oh, you have to remind me one day that we can call you. I'm not gonna fucking call you. I'm lying my ass off. I love you too. And then we get outside, and the pop box staring at us like it's a veteran, smoking his last cigarette, one fucking arm. What the fuck are you looking at, huh? We go, oh god, no, that's gonna kill someone. So we get the hose, and I aim it. And I remember I was kind of like off-centered, so I almost sprayed my cousin. But luckily we didn't because my mother just happened to be right behind me. And she go, oh, what the fuck are you going to? You go spray her? Well, I mean, she did look a little dry, and she looked a little thirsty. I'm trying to help her again. She aimed me at the thing, spray it, go home, right? Turns out I wasn't. Because the next day, guess who had to clean up a bunch of burnt poppets and string and confetti all over the floor? The crippled kid. Hey, at the end of the day, though, you know what makes it the most fun, though? I didn't use a rake. I never used a leaf blower. No, we're out there. We got only one solution for these wool strings. A fucking flamethrower! Yeah! I think that's where some of the German parts of my family come from. No, that'd be silly. But he just had this in the back, right? He had this next to a shovel. He had this next to a weir bell. He had this next to like a chicken coop, right? He just had a flamethrower. Brings it out, spraying it around. Everything getting real good. And finally, we end it. Have a little McDonald's. Have a little breakfast. Have a good time. That was also the day that Carl told me that it was a story of him whooping his sister's boyfriend's ass after he hit her in the parking lot of the Dujo tournament. I told that joke. I told that one. I'm not gonna say it again, but that was the day it particularly happened. I looked at him. I remember my response. I go, "That's funny. You wanted to keep him alive." No, I'm sorry. I have a little cousin, right? I love her. No, 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 no. You're gonna call me Quagmire after this, right? I think I need to go on a hunting trip after now. You hit my cousin? No, we need to go. Let's go to Miami, huh? No, let's go to China. No, let's go to Russia. No, I think a Pacific person will love you, Stalin. I I don't condone it. I'm not saying go out there and do that, but you can't just let filth rot in the garden. So, there any man out there who wants to love locks with any of my cousins, female or male, so I'm gonna let you know. If you hit him, I'm gonna call you. No, no, I'm gonna call you. Sorry, I was trying to say that. Call me, I'm gonna show you why they call me the penetrator. All right? I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why they call me Diddy in these streets, huh? No, I'm fucking with you, but seriously though, thank you guys again for watching. Of course, if you like the jokes and you like this kind of like just like a little book rant turning into like a little comedy special, you let me know because I love telling jokes to you guys. I love telling stories. So if you want more, just let me know. All right. Well, that's all I have today. If you liked it, please comment. If you didn't, please comment. I would love to hear how I can grow and I can be better and I can improve. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.